about that? That was nice. Best people. It's going to be a huge disappointment. But then again, I just have to live up to the celebrity eyebrow style. That's the bar that I have to match tonight. So I'm going to tell a few stories. They're divided into 3 parts, but they're out of order. It's not beginning, middle, and end. We'll start end. I think we're going backwards with these. I'm not even sure. I do a radio show called The Best Show. And it started at WFMU back in like 2000, and now we do it as a standalone thing, not a part of anything, every Tuesday night. And it's one of the exciting things about the show is how the audience has gotten so enthusiastic about the show and how much the audience cares about the show and how much they're engaged with it. And it's super flattering, and it can be the most surprising thing in the most positive way and the most surprising thing in a completely terrifying way. Somebody sending a box of acorns to the station and be like, hey, did you get the box of acorns I sent? Like, yes. Really been garbage. Because I thought there might be a bomb in there. I didn't want to die because I started rooting through a box of acorns. Yeah, there was that. Then there's the time when somebody brought a, like I was watching the camera, there was like a WFMU, there was like a little security camera at the front entrance, and I saw like a kid at the door holding something. Oh no, this is not right. So then I think he got let in, and then it was like, yeah, it's cooler with dead fish in it. It's like, okay, I think that's like a threat. Pretty much every interpretation that someone's going to kill you. So, but then the guy who did it was like, no, it wasn't that. It was, I misinterpreted the dead fish in the cooler. So, yeah, that was not a great moment there. But on the whole, everybody's super excited and super positive about the show, so I appreciate that. And if anybody here is one of the other people who like sent me the acorns or whatever, please just let's keep that. You keep that under your hat. Person with the acorns. Yeah, so it's been fun doing the show, and it's a good way to kind of talk about my life and tell stories, and one of the good things about it is that it gives me a chance to talk about things that happen currently where, you know, look, everybody has times when they bottom out or they say something stupid, and it's completely mortifying, and those are usually in the rearview mirror, but yeah, this year one of them happened to me that kind of tops all the other ones. Like I'm kind of like arcing upward for the word. I wonder what next year's embarrassing thing is going to be. This is like where I'm currently at. In January, I was a part of the San Francisco Sketch Fest, and we were staying at this hotel. Me and John Worster. It was going to be this tribute to Scharpling and Worster. So we're staying at this hotel that all the comedians were staying at, and the first thing I was concerned about there was not running into people who I've made fun of on the show. Like, oh boy, like, is that Pete Holmes? Right behind this plant in the lobby. But so that was my first concern. But then we're sitting in the lobby hanging out, and it's like you see Patti Smith walk by. It's like, oh my God, there goes Patti Smith. That's like the coolest thing ever. I never thought I'd see her in person. Then my wife and I are walking around the shopping mall that was adjoined to the hotel, and then we saw Patti Smith walking through, and then the next day we saw Patti Smith again. It's like, so that's 3 times. then like the fourth time I saw her, it was like, I was sitting in the lobby with John Mercer. It's like, I have to say something to Patty. Like 4 times, you've got to say something. I'm like, I'm not gonna say something she's heard before. I'm gonna come up with a new handle. She's gonna be like, wow, that person asked me the coolest question. She gets in the elevator. So I get in the elevator. It was just the 2 of us, and I'll just go back to my hotel room. She'll go whatever her room is. So she's doing a show at the Fillmore. So she was around the corner doing 2 shows. So that's why she was there for a few days. I say to her, like, how are the shows going? She's like, oh, they're good. You know, a little tired. And then it's like, all right, here we go. And I say to her. You know, did you ever see Humble Pie back in the day? And were they good, or was that just like, and then I started rambling, man. Instantly terrified, and it was just like, no, that was before my time. And then quickly got out when the elevator doors open, and then the doors shut. And then I just went back down to talk to tell John Worcester how it went, and he was like, I was like, yeah, it went like this, and he was just like, oh no. That's not a really good stage. And then I actually mentioned it on the radio, and he was like, and then like an instant message popped up on my computer. It's like, what are you doing? It's one of the things that you just like bury broadcasting it now. So it's good to know that even at this point in my life, I can still totally turf out. Spread the wealth of my embarrassment to everybody. So that's the now part of it.